Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today with week 1, the very first week of the Breejex Battle Royale Season 2. The Detroit Steel Wings are taking on the Miami Mence in the very first week showdown here. We're testing out a new team. We're breaking it in, and we're hoping to take the league by storm. If you guys missed the draft analysis, definitely go check somewhere in the description where I will have the link to that. Of course, you guys can go check out my opponent's side of this as well. And of course, we're going to go full face cam if you guys want to pick up any Detroit Steel Wings merchandise during the season, so you guys can support the team, help to keep the lights on around here, all that fun stuff. Definitely feel free to and be rocking my swag in and week out. Of course, if you guys want to join me, you certainly can. And of course, you guys are going to see some text somewhere on screen in post-production floating around. If you guys are not fond of team builders and you guys just want to skip right on ahead of the battle, you can go on ahead and do that. I will be breaking down my full team before hopping right into that battle. So that's where that screen is. You guys may also see we have a new coat of paint here for our team builders and our draft battles as well. So I'm very excited about that. We're going to start breaking down teams. It's a really interesting matchup this week. Week 1 is always so hard to predict. And one of the things that I'm going to talk about is that with this league, we did allow access to, if it is coded in the game, and we deemed it legal within the tiers, that you could draft it. So because you're going to see a Pokemon on my opponent's team that is not yet released. So keep that with a grain of salt when you see that on screen, because we did allow it to happen. So that being said, you guys are going to start to see the teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has Zarude, bingo, there's the ticket, Reuniclus, Kingdra, Pelipper, Silvally, all forms, Toxicroak, Alcremie, Togedemaru, Cinccino, and Dusclops. Some things to note about my opponent's team are that Kingdra hits super hard in the rain. He has no forms of hazard available, which is nice. Only 2 defoggers in the form of Pelipper and Silvally, a Wish Passer in the form of Togedemaru, and an Aromatherapy user in Alcremie. So that is something to note. Like I said, Zarude is not yet available. It is, but it was coded in with the recent DLC. So the myself, along with the other admin teams, decided to allow it to be used because it is available in the game. So we're gonna be the first person to break this bad boy in and see what exactly it's capable of. So I'll kind of talk about that. We do have a weather war this week, which is gonna be really nice. I always do love weather wars, but like I said, some things to note. My opponent, so unless he brings Silvally ground, he does not have a ground type. His electric immunity is Lightning Rod, Togedemaru. He does not have any forms of hazards, so I do not need to prep for hazards in any way, shape, or form, which is fantastic. So first Pokemon we're going to be bringing on the team this week is going to be Crash the Jolteon. He is rocking the Power Herb with the Volt Absorb ability. Dig, Volt Switch, Toxic, and Thunderbolt. 116 EVs in attack, 252 EVs in special attack, 140 EVs in speed with a hasty nature. Now, what does that mean? So, with 140 EVs in speed with a hasty nature, we are outspeeding the entire team naturally. If there's a Choice Scarf user or if it is Kingdra in the rain, unfortunately, we do not outspeed those. Everything else, if the rain's gone and we have no Choice Scarfers, Jolteon outspeeds everything. Thunderbolt and Volt Switch go really unchecked. He does have some resistances. Those resistances don't have the best reliable recovery. And then the Pokemon that can take those, like Dusclops doesn't want to get Toxic. So that's why we have Toxic. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch is there for a nice pivot. Power Herb Dig is there for Togedemaru because we really couldn't hit it. And like I said, aside from Silvally ground, which he could bring, he could very well bring Silvally ground. Aside from that, he did not have an electric immunity. Togedemaru with Lightning Rod was the electric immunity. Jolteon does not get access to like Earth Power or anything like that. So, and unless we wanted to run Mud Slap, like Choice Specs Mud Slap, still 2-hit KO'd. Power Herb Dig, actually, let me pull up this here. So, if my opponent is running the standard offensive Togedemaru set, Power Herb Dig does a 102 to 122.8%. And if he is running a max HP Togedemaru, we do 83 to 100% to him. Togedemaru does not do too much to us in return. We do resist both the electric. We're immune to his electric moves. And then, of course, we do resist the steel typing as well. So we're doing a lot of damage to that thing. We are doing a lot of damage to that thing. Now, if he brings Air Balloon Togedemaru with Lightning Rod, that does put a little bit of a damper on our plans because, unfortunately, we can't pop that Air Balloon without it. So we're going to need to play around with that. But Jolteon outspeeds everything. It hits like a truck. It toxics the Pokemon that really can come in and take a hit. So like Zarude, here's the thing. Zarude is grass and dark type. It has 105 HP, defense, and speed, 120 attack, 70 special attack, and 95 special defense. It really, like, it gets hard hitting moves. but it doesn't get like a wide variety of coverage. So that's something to keep in mind about it. So Zarude could be a Pokemon that switches in on Jolteon, and we can just go for Toxic. So that is where that is with Jolteon. The next Pokemon on the team we are bringing is going to be Big Papa the Dusknoir. He is rocking leftovers with the Pressure ability, Protect, Nightshade, Disable, and Pain Split, 252 EVs in HP, 4 in Defense, 252 EVs in Special Defense with a Calm Nature. Now, this Pokemon is specifically designed to help out with offensive Pelipper and Choice Specs Kingdra. Choice Specs Kingdra just like comes in and takes hits. So we do have Protect and Pressure there. So that way, not only can we stall out rain turns, but moves like Hydro Pump, Draco Meteor, Hurricane, things like that that have natively low usage, natively low PP. We can use Pressure to stall those out. We can protect to burn turns of rain. We can disable moves if they're choice locked. And we can also, we do have Disable to do that. We do have Pain Split as well for some recovery if they do switch around. Pokemon like Reuniclus and Zarude do have high HP stats. We have 45 HP, so being able to take a little bit more of that HP back for us is going to keep us in the game a little bit longer. Nightshade is really nice just because it does that even amount of damage each turn. Only Pokemon that is immune to that, of course, is Cinccino, which we will have Cinccino, which is going to be addressed later on because it can hit hard, but we've got some other Pokemon to help out with that. So the next Pokemon we are bringing on the team, I faced a defensive variant of this Pokemon in my past leagues, and I really enjoyed that it was used as a defensive variant, and I was like, let's do it. So we are bringing Noelle the Noivern. She is rocking the Rocky Helmet with the Frisk ability, Roost, Air Slash, Draco Meteor, and Flamethrower, 252 EVs in HP, 60 in defense, 196 in speed with a timid nature. Frisk is really nice because we get to find out items on Pokemon that we may not have seen coming, such as choice items, if we can predict those ahead of time and disable with Dusknoir, switch around with those, do protection shenanigans, switch around on our immunities, things like that can be very nice. Being able to Frisk, of course, is really nice as well. Rocky Helmet is good for those physical hitting Pokemon. Zarude, again, Zarude can hit us neutrally for dark coverage. It doesn't get any super effective moves to hit Noivern, which is good, but it still is gonna like hit really hard. So being able to wear it down with Rocky Helmet is gonna be nice. Being able to roost off that damage as well can be really good. The 3 coverage moves that we have, Air Slash and Draco Meteor, hit really hard. Air Slash and Flamethrower both hit Zarude. Air Slash and Draco Meteor hit Reuniclus. Draco Meteor hits Kingdra. Air Slash, Draco Meteor hit Pelipper. Depending on the Silvally, we have to play around with that. Air Slash hits the Toxicroak. Air Slash hits the Alcremie. Flamethrower hits Togedemaru. Air Slash, Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, all that fun stuff hits the rest of the team. So we've got a wide variety of coverage available to take on his team. The reason we have this spread that we do, 196 in speed with a a timid nature, we do outspeed, again, every Pokemon barring Choice Scarfers or Swift Swim Kingdra. So we outspeed Cinccino, Zarude, all those fun Pokemon, and we can hit them really hard with something like an Air Slash or a Draco Meteor. And then again, finding out Frisk, being able to be a ground immunity for any of the non-existent ground type Pokemon on his team. If we find out it's Silvally ground and it goes for multi-attack, we can be immune to that and turn around and drop a Draco. It'll be really, really nice. Again, it really just was a nice Pokemon to bring defensively this week. I really think this pairing with another Pokemon on the team is going to be really nice to be able to sponge some hits. This, Dusknoir, and then the Pokemon that we'll see here later in a bit. But so we've got a special attacker, we've got a special defensive wall, we've got like a defensive pivot kind of. We need something that just goes in. We need something that goes in. And it's a rain team. We have to bring our own weather. We're bringing Crystal, the Alolan Sandslash. She's rocking Life Orb with the Slush Rush ability. Triple Axle, Iron Head, Earthquake, and Knockoff. 52 EVs in HP, 252 EVs in attack, 204 EVs in speed with a Jolly Nature. Triple Axle hits like everything. Triple Axle hits like everything. If it's an Ice Resist, it doesn't appreciate any of the other coverage moves we have. If we can connect all 3 hits of Triple Axle, we're doing some serious damage. Earthquake is nice because it does provide some super effective damage against things like Toxicroak, against things like Cinccino as well. Knockoff is nice to be able to remove items. If Dusclops or Pelipper is a switch, being able to remove those items for some big damage can be really nice. And then banking on a Triple Axle roll can also be pretty beneficial as well. I was debating Swords Dance 3 attacks with Icicle Crash, but I really like... We can either waste a turn and go for Swords Dance and then maybe miss an Icicle Crash, or I can just get lucky and hit 390% in a row, which is in like... I'm going to bank it. I want to use Triple Axle, Alolan Sandslash. I want it to do work. That's why we're bringing it. 204 EVs in speed with the Jolly Nature. In Hail, we outspeed everything on his team. We do not outspeed... we will outspeed Kingdra, of course, but With the hail up, the fastest thing we outspeed is actually going to be Choice Scarf Togedemaru, in case that is a Pokemon that is Choice Scarf this week. Other than that, we outspeed Zarude, Cinccino, everything else, as long as that hail is up. And in order to bring the hail, we have Sub-Zero, the Alolan Ninetales. He has the Light Clay with the Snow Warning ability, Aurora Veil, Freeze Dry, Psyshock, and Blizzard, 28 EVs in HP, 252 EVs in Special Attack, 228 EVs in Speed with a Timid Nature. With 228 EVs in Speed with a Timid Nature, we are outspeeding Zarude at max speed. We do not outspeed Cinccino. Light Clay and Aurora Veil do give us 7 turns of Aurora Veil, which will be really nice. Freeze Dry blows backwards Kingdra and Pelipper. Psyshock hits the Toxicroak. And then Blizzard, I talked about in the draft analysis, Blizzard is just such a hard-hitting move. Blizzard is 110 base power. We hit it every single time. The Pokemon that take these Blizzards really need to be like built to take on these Blizzards, because otherwise it is going to hurt. It is going to hurt. But that is going to be a Alolan Ninetales. And then the last Pokemon, we needed again just to be able to sponge hits a little bit better. And again, talked about it in the draft analysis, so go check it out if you haven't. But these two Pokemon kind of pair together really nicely. We'll bring in Parkway the Mandibuzz. She has the leftovers with the Overcoat ability, Taunt, Roost, Knockoff, and Tailwind. 252 EVs in HP, 44 EVs in defense, 212 EVs in speed with, 212 EVs in special defense with an Impish Nature. With the 44 EVs in defense with an Impish Nature, paired with max HP, we are 3-hit KO'd by Life Orb Gunk Shot from Toxicroak. Toxicroak hits super hard, so being able to take care of that can be really nice. Being able to roost off damage and things like that as well can also be pretty beneficial to the cause. We can knock off to remove some items. Special defense helps out with Pokemon like Kingdra. I wanted Taunt on here because I do not want Reuniclus to do what Reuniclus does, so being able to consistently taunt, knock off, taunt, knock off, taunt, knock off can be good for us. And then Tailwind is nice because if Alolan Ninetales goes down, Alolan Sandslash can still put in some work. The Tailwind support will double our speed for 4 turns. So being able to set up the hail, if the hail goes away, we can toss up a last-ditch effort Tailwind with Mandibuzz, and we can get that speed boost back for an extra couple of turns to be able to just put in a little bit more work as we need. So being able to taunt, being able to have reliable recovery. I wanted to make sure the 3 Pokemon we brought to help backbone the team, Dusknoir, Noivern, and Mandibuzz, all had their reliable recovery. Knockoff's really nice just to, again, remove items. Tailwind for speed support is going to be really nice as well for the Alolan Sandslash. And Taunt is going to be nice to shut down Pokemon in case there's like bulk up Zarude, but the big one here was Reuniclus. So that is going to be the team. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the team in the comment section down below. Of course, if you guys have not already, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you guys enjoy Draft League content. All that being said, thank you guys for watching, and we're going to hop right on into the battle. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with week 1 of the BBR Battle Royale Season 2. The Detroit Steelwings are taking on Agobina and the Miami Mence. I am excited. If you guys skipped ahead from the team builder, you guys see the 6 that I am bringing right there. We have Power Herb Jolteon, Specially Defensive Dusknoir, Rocky Helmet Noivern, Life Orb 4 attack Alolan Sandslash, Aurora Veil 3 attack with Light Clay Alolan Ninetales, and then we do have mixed defensive Mandibuzz. You guys see the 6 that I think my opponent's going to be bringing, and you guys see that my microphone still wants to cooperate with me right now. The 6 that I think my opponent is going to be bringing are Zarude, which we did touch base on in the team builder. It is coded into the game. It was eligible for draft, so I do think my opponent will bring that because it's week 1. You got to have it for the thumbnail. I also think Togedemaru can show up. Togedemaru is my opponent's only electric immunity aside from maybe Silvally Ground. Pelipper and Kingdra should show up. Toxicroak could really show up, both a special Toxicroak, a special Toxicroak or a physical set. Definitely, the more I think about it, the more I think it may be special. So we'll see. That means Mandibuzz and Dusknoir deal with it more. And then I do think Dusclops is going to show up just because it's a super bulky Pokemon. Like, my opponent can really run it however they end up wanting to. So you guys see, we got the fresh coat of graphics here, which is great. Shout out to Less is More for putting this together. I really do love it. Of course, his Twitter will be in the description. You guys go find Agobina's channel and stuff in the description as well. Keep up with the BBR Battle Royale because I'm on the admin board and I want you guys to follow that. And then if you guys are new and you guys like Draft League content, feel free to leave a like on this video, subscribe for more, because we actually have WBE right around the corner as well. So all that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are ready for an exciting week 1. I'm going to cut to where we can connect and I'll be right back. All right, so we are here. The one Pokemon that we did get wrong at team preview was he did bring Silvally as opposed to the Dusclops. So 5 out of 6 ain't bad. Silvally's always hard to prep for, so I figured why, you know, it is what it is. So I know that Jolteon is faster than everything on my opponent's team, as is technically as is Noelle. But I think leading off with Crash right out the gate will be good for us. We'll be able to get a good idea on what he wants to do and how he wants to go about it. So let's have some fun. We know this Zarude has Leaf Guard. We know that the Gosh Digidar and Togedemaru more than likely has Lightning Rod. Pelipper has Drizzle. Kingdra has Swift Swim. I would assume Toxicroak has Dry Skin. All right, so he leads off with his Togedemaru. I am going to click Power Herb Dig right now. I'm going to hope this works. Oh, big boy damage. Let's go. Let's go. And we know that he is not choiced, so we know that he does have U-turn. Oh, that was some good damage right out the gate. Let's go. I'm so excited that worked. So with that, I would anticipate that he is max HP, as he does lead off into Zarude right here, which is not going to want to take a Volt Switch here. My opponent could also just go out into the could just go back out into his Togedemaru right here, but I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch here. I wanted to bring Pin Missile. Oh, and he's Scarf Zarude too. All right. So that is Choice Scarf Zarude because it was faster than our gosh diggity darn Jolteon here. So he goes back on to Togepi as I go for the Volt Switch. There's gonna be a Lightning Rod that happens right here. Now I just want to click Dig again. I want to click Dig again, but I also want to keep this thing around. So U-turn could happen again. See, here's the thing, because like U-turn would knock me out, so he might predict me to switch. I'm just gonna go for the Dig here. I'm gonna go for the Dig. If he's got Spiky Shield, he's gonna use Spiky Shield next turn. We're just gonna dig underground again. There's the U-turn, so actually it's a good thing we did that. So it's probably gonna go onto his Pelipper now. Let's see what he wants to do. We've got that thing in pretty good range though for Ninetales, which is nice. And Choice Scarf Zarude is interesting. So Choice Scarf Zarude might be faster than is faster than Alolan Sandslash. So he withdraws, and he's probably gonna go out, goes back out into Zawarudo. So we're gonna get some damage off on this thing. Not much damage, but it is what it is. And then what I do want to do is I want to keep this thing around, and I want to go on to Noelle. Just in case he does go for the U-turn, I want to punish it a little bit. We'll resist it. We'll get some Rocky Helmet damage as well. Let's see what he wants to go for here. Yeah, we do see the Choice Scarf there with Noelle. Goes to the U-turn again. So we'll get a little bit of Rocky Helmet damage from this thing. We are going to take that pretty well. We resist it. We've got a lot of defensive typing behind us. Rocky Helmet paired with the rain, or paired with the hail, is going to be nice chip damage to have on that thing. The more we wear that down, the more we set up for an Alolan Sandslash endgame as well. So let's see what he wants to go out into here. I could set up the rain with Pelipper, really. Pelipper is a really good mid-ground play. And we know this Scarfer is the Zarude, so I don't think Toxicroak would be like Choice Scarf Ice Punch by any means. And if Silvally comes in, I want to use my little data thing here to see, because I never played Silvally too much in Draft League, so I want to see if it shows me what type it is there. Goes out into Pepper, which is going to be the Pelipper. Okay, that's fine by me. I wish I would have had U-turn on this thing. I know in the team builder, I think I either talked about U-turn, or prior to the team builder I had U-turn, but changed it out for Flamethrower here. We are going to go out into our Dusknoir here. We'll take an Ice Beam. We'll take a Weather Ball if that's how he wants to go for it. Could just U-turn out as well if he has 3 of his Pokemon that have U-turn. Here's the U-turn. Okay, so probably going out into, frankly, either Zarude or to the Kingdra, I would imagine. Kingdra, more than likely, like Choice Specs, Life Orb. I would love to see Choice Banded physical Kingdra. That would mess me up. I wouldn't love to see that, but it'd be really cool to see. I just watched a video the other day with Choice Specs Basculin, which nobody ever ran Choice Specs before. So Choice Specs Special Basculin was really cool. Kingdra may also try to do some things here. Kingdra did get access to Flip Turn, which is the Water U-turn. So we'll see how my opponent wants to handle Dusknoir out here. We do have the Pressure. We do have the Protect as well to kind of see what he wants to go for here. So let's see what exactly he's got. Jolteon getting as low as it is wasn't in my plans, but the Power Herb Dig getting a huge chunk of damage off into Togedemaru for 9 Tails to be able to pick it off later is really beneficial. He actually goes out into Zarudo. Okay, so we can actually stall out a Rain Turn here. We're going to get a little bit of leftovers, and we can see what he wants to go for with this Protect. He could just have Knockoff. Could very well just have Knockoff. That is something that he could go for. We know he's going to be Choice Locked, and the more information we can get about this thing, the better. He just goes for U-turn. Okay, cool. So we could bring back out Noivern, but I'm just going to go for a Nightshade here. I don't see U-turn doing too much damage to us. And he actually withdraws. Okay, maybe anticipating Noivern to want to come out, but actually goes out into Togedemaru here. We're going to go for Nightshade, and we're actually going to pick up the KO on Togedemaru, which is nice. All right, Dusk KOs Togi D. All right, 6-5. We're not doing too bad. Let's see what he wants to go out into to pressure this. Goes on to Aegon. So Aegon is Silvally. That looks like Silvally Steel. Let's do... That is Silvally Steel. Okay. Steel. I had to put that in all caps on my notes here. So we could just Nightshade. I also like going out. Silvally Steel's a little bit harder to deal with. Let's just Nightshade first. Let's see what he wants to go for. Let's get as much damage on this thing as we can. He goes for Swords Dance there. That's not good. That is very not good. We're going to go for that. The rain does go away. And what I do want to do is if he tries to attack me, I do want to go for a disable here. Disable whatever attack he wants to have. Goes for Flame Charge. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. We're going to disable his Flame Charge. We're going to get a little bit of leftovers. Now, he could anticipate me to go for a Protect here. I am just going to wear this thing down as much as possible. We are scaled to outpace +1 Togedemaru with our Alolan Sandslash in the Hail. So I'm just going to go for another Nightshade here. There's the multi-attack. And that is going to knock us clean out. Silvally KO's Dusknoir. Now, how much is Noivern doing to Silvally Steel? Flamethrower does 40 to 48. Multi-attack is going to knock us out. Oh, wait, and we need to remember that he's faster than us. So I think what we need to do here, we're going to go out into 9 Tails here. We're going to do is we're going to go out into 9 Tails here. Flame Charge is still disabled. We're going to be able to get a little bit more chip because of the hail on this thing. And then what I do want to do is actually, I think... I like Noivern to kind of help check with Zarude. I think what we're going to do is sack Jolteon here. We're going to sack Jolteon, and then we're going to go on to Alolan Sandslash and click Earthquake. Here's the multi-attack. So Volley KOs Jolteon. We're going to get a little bit more chip damage here. And now we are going to go out into Crystal, and we are going to click Earthquake. I'm going to go right for that Earthquake. We disabled Flame Charge. We are faster than this thing. So Volley hits 95. We are outpacing Scarf Togedemaru at +1. So we should be good. We made the right play in disabling that Flame Charge. We should be able to knock this thing out with Earthquake. Could switch into Pelipper. That is a very plausible scenario here. He withdraws. Okay. So he's going to save that around and probably go on to the Pelipper. And I think Pelipper would U-turn, really. I think Pelipper would U-turn. Do I want to get damage off on this thing? You know what? Let me actually... Let me think about this. I'm going to go for the knockoff. I'm going to go for the knockoff. We're going to get rid of heavy duty boots. I think he just U-turn. He just U-turns. Okay, cool. So I think we made the right play. We'll find out. We'll find out if we made the right play. But I think we did. He goes out into Bradley, which is going to be the Kingdra. King Bradley. Okay. And what I want to do is actually go out into Alolan Ninetales here. Let's go on to Alolan Ninetales. Let's return our hail. Worst case scenario, if we lose our hail, we do have Tailwind on what's it called? On Mandibuzz. So he goes for a Surf. Surf is not going to knock us out. Thankfully, we do get to go for a either a Blizzard or an Aurora Veil. I'm gonna set up our... Oh, I should have went for Freeze Dry actually, because if he goes to Pelipper, I think he goes to Volley defensively. I should have thought about that play just a little bit more. If he goes out into Pelipper, I can still Freeze Dry. Let's see what he goes for. He goes out into Zarudo. Okay, so that's actually better for us, I feel like. He could have just sacked it right there, which would have been better for Sandslash endgame. But we'll get our Veil up here. My opponent could have Brick Break. That is a move that my opponent could have. And if they do want to go for Brick Break, I am going to go back out into my gosh diggity darn Noivern here. I'm going to take that Brick Break, and we're going to get you a little bit more Rocky Helmet chip. Rock Slide, actually. That's not good for us. We take it. Not well, but we take it. And especially because that's through Veil, we're not taking it super hot. So let's get as much hail and stuff as we can. What I want to do actually here is I want to Roost for longevity. Let's actually Air Slash. Let's Air Slash. Let's get this thing out of here so we can set up for a Sandslash endgame. He goes for another Rock Slide. He connects. That is going to crit us. No way. Oh, man. Okay. Rude KOs Noivern with a Rock Slide. Okay. So Sandslash should actually be able to take a Rock Slide, I feel like, if we wanted to go that route, right? Zarude. Rock Slide. 24. Oh, yeah. Especially like through Veil. Yeah. Let's go out into Crystal here. Let's go for this. Let's go for, let's show off Triple Axle. Let's show off triple X. Let's see if we can get some damage here. Because we take that rock slide through Veil pretty nicely. I'm going to go for it. Pelipper can come in. That's fine. Well, I'm actually faster than this thing. Inhale. 1, 2. Sick. Sand Slash. KO's Zarude. With triple Axle. Awesome. I'm glad that got to work out. So Pelipper can definitely come in. I'm curious if Pelipper wants the smoke. Life Orb triple Axle should be doing 52 to 62 to defensive Pelipper. So let's see where he's at after that knockoff. No, we need to get some major rolls for that because I don't think knockoff put him in range. We need to get some major rolls on that. But I think what I will do here is after Sand Slash, what I'll do is I'm going to go hard out into Ninetales. And I'm going to start tossing off as many blizzards as I can really into that Silvally. Was that an Aegon? The Aegon's here, so Aegon's probably going to go for a Flame Charge. Can I take a Flame Charge through Veil? Silvally, Steel, Swords Dance, Flame Charge. Silvally, Steel. Yeah, with this, especially with Veil up, we still have Veil, right? We still have Veil, right? I still have Veil. I'm gonna go for the Earthquake here. He goes for Flame Charge. We've got Veil up. We take it. And I think we're gonna knock this thing out with Earthquake. Yes! Let's go, Sand Slash. Sand Slash KO's Silvally. Oh my god, atta boy. All right, so we have no Zarude, we have no Togedemaru, we have no Silvally. I want to make sure about that. And then we have no Jolteon, we have no Dusknoir or Noivern. Here comes Toxicroak. Toxicroak's problematic. I am going to go out hard into my Mandibuzz here, which is our last like defensive check for this thing. I need to keep Sand Slash around right now. Oh, there it is, the Vacuum Wave. That's what I thought. I thought it would be Special Toxicroak. I thought about it. I was like, man, that's going to be something, isn't it? All right, what I want to do here. He's probably faster, actually. I think what I want to do is I'm going to double out into Ninetales here. Because if he's Special Toxicroak, I don't think he can knock me out. And I still have Veil. Let's see. I feel like he might go Pelipper to like try to retake the reign. Let's see. Let's see. It's 3v3 right now. It is anybody's game right now. But I'm going to go back onto a little Ninetales. I think we can take a hit. He would draw 6. So if he goes Pelipper and resets the reign, yes! And we're going to be able to get a big freeze dry off on either this, on Kingdra, or on the Toxicroak here. Yes. Okay. We're doing great. We're doing great. Still anybody's game, but we're still in it. We are still in this. All right. Pelipper's going to get a little bit of hail damage. Now, I think he might. Part of me wants to go for Psyshock here. I feel like he wants to keep this thing around, and I think he might go back out into... Oh, almost Dynamax. Uh-oh. I think he might want to go back out into Toxicroak here. I'm going to click Psyshock. I'm going to click Psyshock. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! Ninetales KO's Toxicroak. And now when he brings back out Pelipper, I click Freeze Dry, knock that out. Oh, man. I think we've got this. I think we've got this. So he's going to drizzle. That's fine. That is a-okay. I'm going to freeze dry right here. And we're going to knock out this Pelipper. Unless it's like Yachi Berry Pelipper. No, we saw the heavy duty boots earlier. We're going to freeze dry and knock out Pelipper. All right. So now it is Kingdra versus a Hailcore. And now I'm going to go out hard into Mandibuzz here. Because once we reset that weather, I think we're good. Unless he is some weird mix set, which I did not expect. Very well could be. I think we've got this. There's the Surf. That is choice specs as can be. So what I'm going to do here is I am just going to set up a Tailwind. Oh, and he's not even. He goes for the Hydro Pump. Okay, so he was a weird set. Oh, we live on one. Let's go, Mandibuzz. All right, so we set up the Tailwind here. We set up the Tailwind. And now what I want to do is I'm just going to click Knockoff in case he like agilities or something. Because I definitely thought this would be choiced. Goes for the Surf to knock me out. Okay. Kingdra KOs Mandibuzz with Surf. All right, and I think what we do is we go out into Sub-Zero here. We are going to reset. We're going to freeze dry. If he's like AV Kingdra, that could be it. If he's AV Kingdra, that could be it. I'm going to go for the freeze dry. Like a Assault Vest Kingdra would be that would explain why he's able to switch moves around. Yes! Ninetales is going to pick up the last KO, and the Detroit Steel Wings are taking down the Miami Mence 2-0 in the Weather War. GG's to my man Owen. Guys, definitely go check out his channel. He has been incredibly patient trying to get everything together with me. We've spent 2 days trying to get this match together, and it's just been an absolute pleasure. Super nice guy. Go show him some love. I hope you guys have enjoyed week 1. If you guys have, show some love on that like button down below. If you guys are new, like I said, 2 draft leagues coming your way. That is what my grandfather used to say. Something like that. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.